Cusco. I think it's one of those cities that people treat as a stopover. You fly in, you acclimate, you do Machu Picchu, you leave. And I completely understand that because Machu Picchu is extraordinary. But if that's all you do, you are genuinely missing out on one of the most beautiful cities in South America. I spent a full day exploring Cusco. No big tours, no agenda, just wandering with my best friend at the end of a big Peru adventure. And it quietly became one of my favorite days of the entire trip. Let me show you why. We started our morning at Cappuccino Cafe, which sits right on the edge of Plaza de Armas, Cusco's main square. And this cafe has these wonderful little window patio tables right on the edge of the building, so you're almost sitting outside overlooking the whole square below you. We ordered avocado toast with chicken, a caprese sandwich, fresh juices, and a chia seed pudding to share. And while we sat there eating, there was local music and a street performance happening in the square below us. We could hear it drifting up, watching it from above. It's one of those breakfast moments that you want to last forever. If you are in Cusco, start your morning here. The view alone is worth it. After breakfast, we just walked. And this is honestly my favorite way to experience any city. No map pressure, no timed entries, just following streets that look interesting and seeing where they go. Cusco streets are extraordinarily beautiful. The colonial Spanish architecture sitting on top of the ancient Incan stone foundation. You'll literally see buildings where the bottom half is centuries old Incan stonework and the top half was built by Spanish colonizers. The contrast is everywhere and it never stops being fascinating. Streets like C. Pimacorco are worth wandering down just for the feel of them. Narrow, cobblestone, the kind of streets that make you slow down without realizing it. And then we turned a corner and there she was, a local woman with the most compact, unbothered little llama you have ever seen in your life. Now I had read about this before coming. Local women in Cusco will let you hold and photograph their llamas and in return you leave a tip. There's no sign, no set price, nothing pushy about it. It's just a lovely little spontaneous moment that happens on the streets of Cusco if you keep your eyes open. She let me hold it and I want to say I handled it with grace and composure, but honestly it was equal parts hilarious and completely surreal. Standing on a cobblestone street in the Andes holding a tiny llama while my best friend took photos. Just one of those moments where you think, yes, this is exactly why I travel. Tip generously when you find her, it's worth every penny. Let's talk about Cusco here for a second because I genuinely think it gets undersold as just the base for Machu Picchu. Cusco itself is extraordinary. The history, the architecture, the food, the neighborhoods, it's a destination on its own. If your itinerary allows it, give yourself at least a full day just for the city. Not as a base, not as a recovery day, just a day to explore on its own. You will not be disappointed. Walk the San Blas neighborhood. It's one of the most photogenic areas I have ever wandered through, and most people rush it on their way to Machu Picchu. Don't be that person. We stood at the local markets in Cusco, and this is where I want to give you genuinely useful advice. Buy your souvenirs and alpaca goods here, not in Aguas Calientes. We had already bought a few things in Aguas Calientes and then discovered that the exact same things in Cusco were significantly cheaper. The selection is also better, and the market has this lovely local energy to it rather than feeling purely tourist facing. Alpaca sweaters, scarves, textiles, all of it is here, and the quality is wonderful. Just take your time, browse properly, and don't feel pressured. The vendors are warm and the prices are very reasonable. And then we made our way up into San Blas neighborhood for the photo spots I have been looking forward to all trip. First stop, Calle Siete Borreguitos. If you have seen any aesthetic Cusco content online, you have almost certainly seen this street. It is beautiful, narrow, cobblestoned, framed perfectly with the Andean rooftops above. Absolutely worth it, and the photos speak for themselves. Right at the base of that street is Mirador Siete Borreguitos, which gives you a lovely elevated view over the whole area. And this one is more of a local secret, if you climb the stairs just nearby, scramble up this small rocky hill, you get a panoramic view of Cusco and the Andes that is genuinely breathtaking. It is not listed clearly on any map, but the landmark to search for is the Sapantiana Aqueduct or Huaca de Sapantiana. Find that, walk up, and keep climbing. You will know when you found the right spot. Some tourists also go down to the aqueduct up close, which is worth it if you have the energy. We saw it from above and it was stunning either way. 3 completely different photo spots with the same neighborhood within walking distance of each other. This is why San Blas is so special. We ended our evening in Cusco the only way that felt right, with food. A chicken empanada first, warm and perfectly flaky, and then picarones. If you have not heard of picarones, they are a traditional Peruvian dessert made from sweet potato and squash, fried into these light little ring shapes and then drenched in syrup. And I know that sounds heavy, but they are surprisingly delicate, almost like the best donut you have ever had, but way, way, way lighter. We had them once in Aguas Calientes and once again in Cusco and then again in Lima, and I would have eaten them every single day if I could. A must try, non-negotiable. Cusco was the perfect way to end our adventure. After all the intensity of Rainbow Mountain and Machu Picchu, having the day just to wander and eat and get lost in the beautiful streets like this, exactly the right way to end the trip. Peru as a whole genuinely surprised me with how much it had to offer. The landscapes, the history, the food, the warmth of the people exceeded everything I had imagined and then some. If you are building a Peru itinerary and wondering whether to spend more time in Cusco, yes, always yes, the city will reward you. I have a full Peru series on the channel covering everything from exploring Lima solo to full Machu Picchu guide to riding an ATV in Rainbow Mountain. Links are all above, and I'll see you in the next video. Ciao!